Hello. Oh, can you hear me now, Miss Lisa? How y'all doing today? Sorry, I wasn't talking for a minute. But I'm glad to have you all join me today. Of course, if you all want to be able to leave comments over on the side, great. Thank you, Miss Lisa. If you want to leave comments over on the side, and you want me to be able to see your name, um, and I can show you on the platform like this so we can share your comments. Make sure you click that link that is at the bottom of the comment section, and that will actually upload you so I can see your names. How you doing, Miss Sanders? Thanks for jumping on with me. I got some good little information for you guys today. I like to try to, motivate you and help you see that there are options. There are options for our clients out there. Many of us in this group service hair loss clients in some type of way, even those who do not have a certification. You have a hair loss client in your chair. I mean, everybody's had an experience. So rather you want to be a full-fledged hair industry professional, hair loss industry professional, or hey, you're going to be the stylist who is aware of the different things available to your clients. This video is for you. And like I said, I just want to make sure that I could come in and share that information with you guys, because I know it can be a little discouraging sometimes when we're dealing with those type of disorders when we're dealing with our clients. So just giving a few minutes for people to jump in. I want to thank those who are on. And what kind of moved me into wanting to speak on it today is I had a experience actually last week, and I'm in other groups with other trichologists that I actually work with, and in that group we were speaking about some of them were getting a little discouraged. It's times are hard for some people, so they were thinking that hey, I'm marketing, I'm getting myself out there, but my clients aren't coming through. It's hard for me to lock in these different consultations. And I've always been a person that flowed. It seemed like when I get my hair loss clients in, it's a wave. 1 minute I'm getting like 3-4 of them at a time. Then I'm working on a plan, and then I might get another one and have a pause. So guys, as long as you're consistent, people know, and people are always talking about it. And the reason why I want to talk about my situation is I had a client who I've been working with her since 2019. And honestly, well, when she came to me, she was getting regular hair services done, but she was an individual who had hair loss going on. She had some, actually it was pretty scarring, so she needed to get some type of biopsy. But the way it was in the front area, which most of you guys who are trichologists, we know is like I was thinking, well, it was more of a frontal fibrosing alopecia, but I'm not a doctor. So I did refer her to go get a biopsy. Well, she goes and get a biopsy, and the biopsy just says that it was aggressive scarring. Definitely not a diagnosis. But anyway, she had been coming to me for a while. She has a lot of other hair, so we were actually doing things to kind of style her hair and maintain it so it doesn't progress until she was ready to get on a plan. So she did a hair loss consultation with me back in 2019. Then she started coming back to me heavily in 2021 and said, Amber, I'm ready to start my plan. I was like, girl, we can't start a plan. And we can't start a plan just like that. We have to kind of go back and do everything over again. Because I didn't realize it had been since 2019, since I had actually did a consultation with her. So long story short, we do the consultation, get the information we need. And by that point, 2019, my prices were a little different for what she needed. Like I said, this is a trichology service, a hair loss practitioner service. So I work with stem cell extract. And that was something that was not added in her plan in 2019. So being in this clinical study, I've been able to add other things to our plan, and the stem cell extract product system that we use is pricey. So I had added to her price. I still went in with confidence. Honestly, didn't think she was going to commit to any type of plan. But guys, she had care credit and had been mentioning the whole time, I'm going to just pay whatever with the care credit. So let's just put it like this. The plan I gave her versus the plan she's on now had about a $6,000 difference. Okay. And she paid it in full right then. So of course that motivated me to be like, hey, I need to share this with my other fellow professionals, because like I said, if you just stick to it, and I had something that, I mean, granted, she had to pay out of pocket, I probably would have never gotten it. But it was something that she needed. Her health had declined since then. I had assured her, like, hey, this is something that's going to be beneficial to you. It's something that can help not only your hair restore, but get some of those underlying ailments under control. But that's from a trichological standpoint. A lot of you all know me for dealing with insurance when it comes to non-surgical hair replacement. But guys, you can use other financing options for any of your hair loss services. And the reason why we want to give these options is because these individuals have medical conditions going on, and they deserve and most times qualify for some type of medical coverage, rather that be through insurance, care credit, whatever the case may be. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share, like I said, just a quick little mini presentation and something that helps me kind of secure my plans at the end. So let me go to the beginning. Oh, let me share the screen back with you guys. All right, so here we go. Let me make it big. So how to secure your hair loss services. My whole point that I'm trying to get to today, guys, is for you to understand what it is that you can do for your clients, so you can also secure hair loss services. It's hard to just come out and say, like, at the end of the day, we're not just I'm not in the hair loss industry just to make money. I got into non-surgical hair replacement because I actually had clients who had their hair, they had scarring alopecia going on in some type of form, and medication was causing it, autoimmune disease was causing it. They needed some type of coverage. But like I said, financially, that's not always the possibility when you're just asking people to pay that outright with cash. So here are some ways that you can actually secure your clients differently just by offering the additional options. So let's go ahead and jump right onto that. For anybody who if there's your first time being on, I am your lucrative insurance strategist, Amber McCray. But I do, like I said, I'm a hair loss professional. I got the insurance strategist name because as a hair loss professional, I started diving into dealing with insurance coverage and other medical type options to cover my clients who are receiving hair loss services. So that's how I got my name, the lucrative insurance strategist. But definitely whatever field of hair loss you're talking about, I've dealt with it or I'm doing it now. So hair loss services that can be secured that we were referring to are hair restoration services and non-surgical hair replacement services. Hair restoration services usually consist of, these are usually for your clients who they have hair loss, but they want to wear their own natural hair out. They're trying to get treatments to restore their natural hair from the scalp. Most times people who are doing these services, they're doing it from a holistic approach, because products alone is not going to be the only thing, but from a holistic approach, you deal with supplementation, that's your vitamins, dealing with any type of deficiencies, and just holistically heal that individual. So hair restoration services could be like one-time hits, like, your laser treatments. Say I do stem cell treatment, oxygen therapy. All of those are hair restoration services, things that they do to restore hair services. We also have restore hair loss. We also have non-surgical hair replacement services, which is another great item to have, because you do have individuals who maybe their follicles are already gone, they're already destroyed. You have cancer patients, you have burn victims, people who, like I said, they don't want to commit to a plan for hair restoration. So you can also offer non-surgical hair replacement services, which is like some type of medical wigs, hair systems. They're a way to attach commercial hair to a person's head. And this is really the service that is covered when it comes to insurance, which we have some previous trainings where we go into depth about that. But the term is cranial prosthesis, but non-surgical hair replacement itself has a whole bunch of services that fall under that. So anybody who's working with you, once they get a non-surgical hair replacement unit, they typically want, you got to deal with, I'm trying to come back so I can kind of see y'all. When you're dealing with non-surgical hair replacement, you're dealing with washing, maintaining the unit, consulting the individual to fit them to a unit. All those are cost things that you can do. So the fitting, the consultation, cleaning it, reapplying it, buying retail for the client so they can be able to apply it at home if they're not a person that lives near you. All of that is a type of part of non-surgical hair replacement. But the most of the money, the cost comes from that unit that you'll be purchasing for that client, which can really go up a lot. So we're actually going to talk about the pricing in just a moment on the next slide, actually. So pricing from these can range anywhere from $55 a session to thousands of dollars for packages. When I say for per session, I say some people come, when they're doing hair restoration services, they may just be coming in just to get laser treatment done. Maybe somebody might charge $55 for a session, a 20-minute session. I know for me at our salon, at our clinic, we offer a scalp exfoliation service, which is them getting the scalp exfoliating, the oxygen therapy, and the steam treatment, micro mist treatment. And that's a whole package, could be about like $125. But if I have somebody coming to me for 6 months and getting all of these, that package may be $5,000. That package may be $10,000. So the pricing can range. That's why I put up to thousands, because there is so much you can do when it comes to these type of services. But of course, you do not want to deny a hair loss client because it is coming to be a financial burden. I just think I think when I got into it, that was my biggest concern. Like, hey, I do have clients who definitely need non-surgical hair replacement, or I definitely have clients who need to be on a hair restoration plan. But for me to just ask them for a package that I know, I'm gonna give an example for stem cell. If I would put somebody on a stem cell package, I mean, at the minimum, I'm gonna have to spend almost $2,000 for on my end to get for them. So of course, I don't want to have to sell it for my price, because I have to, even though I'm getting this system for them, I'm still having to do the services. So you still want to get covered and make it fair on your end as well. But you also want to make sure that you can provide options to those clients who are dealing with hair loss, so it's not a burden to them. So here's an example of like medically induced hair loss. Well, this client clearly needs something. All right. And, it's something, then she is one that we start using stem cell on, but this is how it looked when she first came. You definitely want to offer something that can help this person, because with her having the condition of CCCA, which that's what she has, they're going to eventually destroy all her hair follicles if nothing is done. So what do you offer to an individual like that? And I'm going to jump in just in case you all have if y'all have any questions or comments, please feel free to stop and say anything. I'm tuning in and out so I can see what you all are leaving comments about. All right, but when you have someone dealing with medically induced hair loss, the last thing you want to tell them is, hey, you can't afford it, go on. And don't count people's pockets, because a lot of people, they're willing, if you can offer them some type of arrangement, they will do it, because they do not want things to worsen. And when you have the knowledge base to explain to them, hey, you have CCCA, this is an autoimmune disease that is causing your body to say, kill all the hair follicles. And when you don't have any more hair follicles, you will eventually have no hair. Rather, this person decides, hey, I'm gonna just get some type of unit, some type of hair system, or hey, I want to be on a plan so I can stop this inflammation that's causing my hair to fall out, destroy my follicles. You have the option to give. You can give them options. Okay. So here's some financing things that can help. American Cancer Society is a huge one for cancer patients. A lot of them get referred to us when you're networked with the societies. They know that this is a place that service those type of clients. So they will actually provide financial assistance to clients. Lots of Love is another one. I had an individual who came from. He had a disability. Lots of Love actually is housed in Florida, but the person was getting serviced here in Georgia. And Lots of Love sent me the kit to do what I needed to do to get the person molded and actually get their unit covered. So that's something that they did the paperwork on their own, but I would be doing the install and get paid off the install. Or like I said, this person was able to get covered money to bring to me to do it. So Lots of Love is another great one. Care Credit, like I said, that was the one that my client used the other day. Being in Care Credit, because I had Care Credit, she went on ahead and paid the whole thing. And Care Credit, she'll just have to worry about paying Care Credit back in a certain amount of months. and I don't have to keep up with that. But I do offer payment plans in my own company where they can just pay me. But I would rather if they go through another financing company, hey, you can just worry about paying them, and I just get all my money up front, so I can buy all the systems and treatments that she needs. Insurance companies for qualifying members. So Blue Cross Blue Shield, TRICARE, those are pretty popular ones. Aetna just takes a long time to get people in the network, but they also provide coverage. United Healthcare is another one, and even financing. So that's your insurance. So the beginning are organizations. The middle ones are like your medical type coverage people, but Rock Finance is another one that for clients they actually offer funding for hair loss services up to $3,500. Now, granted, to be able to, it's almost like offering, like if you go to a car dealerships have their own financing plans. That's kind of what Rock Finance does. You have a certain amount that you have to pay to maintain it. But as long as you have clients coming in getting the service, using the financing service, they're actually getting coverage for free. So that is something that you could look into as well. Rock Finance gives that client the funding, and then they use that funding and bring it to you. Like I said, I know they'll cover up to $3,500. It covers quite a bit for people. And I think they can always go back and apply. Some of these companies you can apply once a year, others you can apply at one time. So those are different things to look into. I want to share this video with you guys too, just to kind of let you see what these checks look like and what just a few examples of some clients who received coverage in some type of way just from options that were given. And this is a short clip, so I'm gonna just show it. You've probably seen it on my Facebook. So like I say, cranial prosthesis services, the clients need them. So what are we gonna do to help them out? Then you are informed, we can give things to our clients. So this client here, this is a check that she had from United Healthcare. She got $500 for coverage toward her plan. And this client also, this is the one with the care credit. Her coverage was $11,997, basically $12,000. All right. So I had more time. I was supposed to put the actual checks on here, but I'm like, hey, trying to get on so I could be on time for you all. Stop sharing. But like I said, the more informed you are, the more you can help your client. What is set up for these? We'll be given in the class, or can we do it on our own? Yes. So great question. The whole point of me, I guess, we're talking about. I done got sidetracked. I didn't even put the class in there. I actually teach in the class how to set this up. A lot of people get caught up on the insurance tip, which the insurance is a big part of it. Learning that process is amazing. But in my Seamless Academy, we actually go over how to get on with these different organizations, not just insurance, but also getting on with organizations that can help you when you're getting your coverage for your clients. Matter of fact, let me pull up that flyer. But so we go through the steps of how to get on. Now, if you want to, you can. Like I say, I'll put out some names, but I'll definitely go over even more and kind of walk you through it. So, but like I said, it's definitely included in the class, what we do. So that part one, like I said, we do have that coming up. We're starting real soon. I'm trying to bring it up, guys. Business flyers. Seamless Academy about insurance. So yep. So with all that being said, we do have a flyer class coming up where you can learn how to do this for yourself, for your clients, offer some different things for them. Part one is at least it'll teach you how to, what is it showing? Oh, yeah. So part one will actually teach you a service that you can build to insurance, which is the non-surgical hair replacement. Part two actually goes into the insurance reimbursement and medical marketing training. So I put insurance reimbursement because that is the big part that it takes a lot to learn. You have to learn all of that. But also, I tell people don't get this because I say insurance, I won't tell you, it's a booger. It can be very time consuming. But in the meantime, while you're getting on with it, there are still other things I want you to be able to be a part of. Care Credit, that is one of them. Rock Finance, that is one of them. We learn how to get on with American Cancer Society. There's another organization that I share as well. Getting on with these companies and at least being knowledgeable of it, it teaches you the process of what to tell your clients. Even with insurance, even if you're not the person, like, hey, I might be like, hey, I don't even want to do the insurance process. I'm not even trying to get into the network. But if you can teach your client how to go to the insurance company themselves and request coverage because their policy qualifies, you can do that. So, like I say, in part 3, it just kind of walks you through it. We'll actually, part 2, you'll learn about it in one day on a virtual class. But on part 3, the 3-month part, we will actually be going over the steps to make sure that you're doing it. Any company that you bring into play, that's what we'll be doing, and walking through those steps. I know Care Credit was kind of giving my last group some issues because they recently decided that they don't want to do durable medical equipment providers. I don't know if that's still the same thing as of today, but we had another option. Okay, no problem. Go in and say that you're going to be under this title now. That's what we do. That's what that group is there for, so we can support you through that. But yeah, but do we have any more questions before I jump off today? I really appreciate y'all jumping on. I say I'm very passionate about this. It's a lot of clients who need our help, and like I say, financially, it's just a lot to offer. But at the same time, this is a business for us, so we can't just say, "Oh, my heart is so in it, I can't get paid," because then I won't be able to afford to buy these nice products that they need, and I won't be able to provide the place that they need they want to come to. This vice venue where they're in private, and I can't afford to rent the lease because people not paying. So you have to make them pay. You have to make them be accountable for the service if that's the service. Because if they're serious, they're going to get it. But you also don't want to feel, and like me, I don't like to feel guilty, or I'm not feeling guilty because I know something that they need, but I don't want to be able to say, well, hey, they could pay it out of pocket if they like, or I do have some things that can help them out in that process. But you definitely, yep, that's right. You definitely want to have, I'm sorry, I haven't been sharing you all's comments. But also you do want to definitely have the options for them. And the more that we know, the more we can tell them. And really, once they know that you know things, they'll start looking up information as well to see how they can get some help. So I thank you guys for tuning. I thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll be in here probably another, if not next week, definitely the week after with something else. I try to base it off of, if there's something that y'all want to hear about or learn about, you definitely can do that. And I'll just drop it down here below in the comments. And I'm also put my website link where you all can look and just see some different financial options that I have set up for clients. So feel free to work with me. I am a resource. And ciao. See you guys later.